Duane Eddy, a pioneering guitar hero whose reverberating electric sound on instrumentals such as Rebel Rouser and Peter Gunn helped put the twang in early rock and roll and influenced George Harrison, Bruce Springsteen, and countless other musicians, has died at age 86. Eddy died of cancer Tuesday at the Williamson Health Hospital in Franklin, Tennessee, according to his wife, Deed Abate. With his raucous rhythms and backing hollers and hand claps, Eddy sold more than 100 million records worldwide and mastered a distinctive sound based on the premise that a guitar's bass strings sounded better on tape than the high ones. I had a distinctive sound that people could recognize, and I stuck pretty much with that. I'm not one of the best technical players by any means, I just sell the best, he told the Associated Press in a 1986 interview. A lot of guys are more skillful than I am with the guitar. A lot of it is over my head, but some of it is not what I want to hear out of the guitar. Twang defined Eddy's sound from his first album, Have Twangy Guitar Will Travel, to his 1993 box set, Twang Thang, the Duane Eddy Anthology. It's a silly name for a non-silly thing, Eddy told the AP in 1993. But it has haunted me for 35 years now, so it's almost like sentimental value if nothing else. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1994. Eddy and producer Lee Hazelwood helped create the twang sound in the 1950s, a sound Hazelwood later adapted to his production of Nancy Sinatra's 1960s smash, These Boots Are Made for Walkin'. Eddy had a 5-year commercial peak from 1958 to 63. He said in 1993 he took his 1970 hit, Freight Train, as a clue to slow down. It was an easy listening hit, he recalled. 6 or 7 years before, I was on the cutting edge. Eddy recorded more than 50 albums, some of them reissues. He did not work too much from the 1980s on, living off my royalties, he said in 1986. About Rebel Rouser, he told the AP, it was a good title, and it was the rockest rock and roll sound. It was different for the time. He scored theme music for movies, including Because They're Young, Pepe, and Gidget Goes Hawaiian. But Eddy said he turned down doing the James Bond theme song because there wasn't enough guitar music in it. In the 1970s, he worked behind the scenes in music production work, mainly in Los Angeles. Eddy was born in Corning, New York, and grew up in Phoenix, where he began playing guitar at age 5. He spent his teen years in Arizona dreaming of singing on the Grand Ole Opry, and eventually signed with Jamie Records of Philadelphia in 1958. Rebel Rouser soon followed. Eddy later toured with Dick Clark's Caravan of Stars and appeared in Because They're Young, Thunder of Drums, among other movies. He moved to Nashville in 1985 after years of semi-retirement in Lake Tahoe, California. Eddy was not a vocalist, saying in 1986, "One of my biggest contributions to the music business is not singing." Paul McCartney and George Harrison were both fans of Eddy, and he recorded with both of them after their Beatles days. He played on McCartney's Rockestra theme, and Harrison played on Eddy's self-titled comeback album, both in 1987.